Chris Steele with Action Coach TV here today to talk about a new innovation from Action Coach, Team Rich, designed to help business owners develop teams and take their business to the next level. So I'm here today with founder and CEO of Action Coach, Brad Sugars. How are you doing today, Brad?
Very good, thanks, Chris. Good to be with you.
Very good. So, Brad, what exactly is Team Rich?
Team Rich. Well, you know, team obviously speaks for itself. Together, everyone achieves more, is the old saying. And it's funny, things become old sayings because they actually work. And the Team Rich program is really about getting a team of people to work together. You know, I watch most companies, and when you look at it specifically in small business, I remember as a young guy, 21, and saying to my dad, you know, Dad, I just can't get good people, which I'm sure every business owner in the world has used that statement at some point in time. You know, luckily enough, my dad was a very blunt man. He turned and he said to me, you know what, Brad, you get the people you deserve. And I learned very quickly that I wasn't really a great leader. I wasn't, you know, I was probably an average manager at the time. And so I learned how to build great teams of people that work together going in one direction. Most companies look more like an octopus, you know, 8 legs going in different directions and pulling at the center and wondering why the business owner feels pulled in 8 directions. That's what most teams look like. They're not actually teams, they're staff situations. My goal with the Team Rich is to help people create a great leadership and team environment where people are working in one direction. And that's really what the Team Rich program is all about.
Okay, very good. So I know that Action Coach offers more than just one-to-one business coaching.
Yeah.
As the founder of Action Coach, what inspired you to add Team Rich to the solutions that your coaches offer?
Yeah, I don't know if it was inspiration or perspiration. I remember I was working with a coaching client, and everything we would implement, his team would just destroy. And I was kind of like, okay, I got to get this team of people on board with what this guy is doing. And if you didn't do that, then it didn't matter how good the coaching was, the results still weren't going to happen. So it really came out of necessity, saying, you know, we've got to actually get the people of the company behind the strategies we're implementing and behind the owner of the business. So I guess it came out of wanting to get results for the businesses, but knowing that if the people weren't behind the strategies and the new ideas, it wasn't going to happen.
Okay. So Brad, I understand there's other seminars in the marketplace today where people can develop their business, build teams, things like that. What makes Team Rich different?
Look, Team Rich is an extraordinarily practical program. I think that's one of the things that, you know, given the fact that we've grown up Action Coach working with small to medium companies, the team building process has had to be one that is extremely practical and extremely built around getting results within the business. It's not about airy-fairy, fluffy stuff. It's about get people performing and productive together and do it in one day. You know, and over the years I've refined the program to a stage where it can actually really get results with business owners. And I think the other thing that makes it very different is that it's run by our business coaches who are all day, every day, building teams across the world. And it's something that they're doing day in, day out, working with teams of business owners and business teams. And that practicality of doing that all the time comes through in the training program. So it's really a workshop-based program where there's a lot of activity from the team members.
Okay. So thanks to the program, what would some of the learnings be that a business owner would take away with from Team Rich?
Well, both the team and the owner will take away a lot of learnings about how to actually work as a team. We go through the 6 keys to a winning team. How does a winning team actually come together? Because it's easy to put together a group of people. It's tough to create a team. You know, we then look at how do they communicate with each other? How do they actually interact with each other? Are people in the right positions within the company? You know, are some of the people within the company the right people? What are the rules of the game within the company? You know, is there a culture that is set in stone, or is there a culture that kind of, yeah, it's there somewhere, we're not sure what it is? You know, how do people want to interact with each other? How do people and how does the business need to work in order to perform? You know, what are the goals of the team? These are things that will, you know, the business owner and their team will take away from a day of having a coach come in and train Team Rich, or taking their team to join a Team Rich training program in their area.
Okay, great. So as a business owner, what would be, the top 3 benefits to my business of attending Team Rich?
Well, number 1 benefit would be more leadership capability for the owner. Okay, so the owner can actually have Because one of the hardest things to do for a business owner is to change the culture of their own organization. You really need to bring in an outside person like a coach or a trainer to come in and actually assist you in changing that so your team see real change. So a far greater leadership capability. I think the second thing is a much stronger team, so that the team actually comes together and starts to communicate, come up with their own ideas, their own strategies, things they want to implement to help build the business. I think the third thing is a good idea of who is on the team. You know, you will at the end of that day very quickly see the team members that really shouldn't be there anymore. You probably kind of know who they are already, but you know, you're going to see by the end of that day who really is excited, and you'll see some people who you thought, wow, I never knew they had it in them. And to bring that out of some of your employees. Because the greatest thing a leader can do is create great captains. So you got to inspire those people and get them to find their motivation to do better in your company and help you grow your business.
Great. So at this point, suppose I were a business owner who was interested in learning more about Team Rich. What would be my next steps?
Well, obviously, you know, if you're watching this DVD, then get back with the coach that gave it to you, or if you're watching this online on the web, jump on actioncoach.com and press the button to find a coach, or hit the contact button and send us an email, or dial us, call our phone number, whether you're in London or in the US or in Singapore or Australia, wherever you are, find the local coach to you and get in touch with them. Ask them about where and when the next course is.
Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. Thanks for your time today, Brad.
Hey, it's great to be with you, Chris. It's great. You know, I hope a lot of business owners really go forward and build great teams, because it's the fastest way to get a long-term set of results in your company is build a great set of people.
I hear you. So join us next time on Action Coach TV as we meet again with Brad to talk about Service Rich.